This is not a John Deere 7520 tractor video. This vintage piece of farm equipment was purchased by my pops back somewhere in the 1970s. We don't use a tractor much nowadays on the farm. Actually, we only really use it for a drive line on one of our deep well pumps. And we don't even really use a deep well pump that often. We've probably only ran it a couple of times in the last 30 years, Pops told me. It's not hooked up right now because of all these rains we've been having. The roads are just too muddy to drive the old tractor over to the deep well. But like I said, this isn't a tractor video, and it's not a tractor video because our tractors aren't running. None of them are, and it's because of all this rain. Oh, I was supposed to wipe the camera over, and that didn't really work there. Oh man, this is embarrassing. Okay, here we go. Okay, ready? Where was I? None of the tractors are running because of the rain. What we have been doing is cleaning out debris from an irrigation ditch. This debris got hung up on an irrigation flume. It's not our ditch, it's not our flume, it's not our debris, but it does look ugly, and it's been here since the heavy rains a month ago. It also puts our nearby ditch pumps at risk, so no one has removed it, and we've got nothing better to do as we wait for our rice fields to dry out. So, we're gonna remove it. Yeah, that wasn't a lot of fun. But you know, spring is in the air. Wildflowers are blooming. Insects are out. Oh, these two are having fun. That's my boot. Get a leaf, why don't you two? Rice Farming TV, making magic happen since 2016. Anyway, aside from getting wet, cleaning out a ditch, we've been staying dry. Hanging out at home with family, actually, catching up on some reading. And one article I read recently I'd like to share with you. It's an article about Rice Farming TV, actually. It was published in the Chico News and Review and beautifully written by Miss Asia Sharaga. The title is Learning from the Land. Butte County Farmer Engages, Educates via Web Channel. So, I'm going to read this for you, and I hope you enjoy this article as much as I did. Take a listen. For farmer Matthew Sliger, the landscape of a Northern California rice field is stunning. Cloud-covered buttes in the background, monstrous machines turning the earth, and frequent appearances from critters like barn owls, crawdads, snakes, and jackrabbits. But a person can feel quite isolated working for hours on end in the middle of open acreage. That's why he founded Rice Farming TV, to share what life in agriculture is like. Sliger has proven himself to be a master storyteller. Rice Farming TV has captured the attention of nearly 21,000 subscribers on its YouTube channel, with the most popular video drawing more than 425,000 views. The venture has been thrilling. I have fans who are viewing from all over the world, who are fellow rice farmers, and we're exchanging rice farming stories, Sliger told the Chico News and Review. And also just the general public who are interested in where rice comes from. Since 2016, Sliger has filmed nearly 100 episodes for Rice Farming TV, mostly in southwest Butte County. He often dreams up creative and comedic ways to share his story. In one video, he recites a love poem to his shovel while trudging through mud in knee-high boots, readying the fields for the 2019 crop. In another, he caresses the rice plants in a field dotted both with real and digitally created Rice Krispie treats. In addition to showcasing his sense of humor to entertain people, Sliger also earnestly and thoughtfully speaks about the hard work that goes into rice farming in the interest of teaching others about the industry. Rice is one of the state's largest crops, grown on about 550 acres, 97% of which are within the Sacramento Valley, and contributing $5 billion to the state's economy each year, according to the California Rice Commission. The state grows virtually all of the United States sushi rice. One video follows Sliger on a typical 14-hour workday during the planting season. Another offers a step-by-step explanation of how rice is planted in Butte County. In others, he takes viewers on virtual tractor rides and demonstrates important tools like his autonomous agriculture drone. Sliger doesn't shy away from controversial topics either, such as weed and pest control management and water usage. He frequently features guests on his show, most notably other Northern California rice farmers, such as Willows-based organic grower Tom Knowles. Another was Jim Morris, California Rice Commission communications manager, who identified his favorite species of birds that can be spotted around California rice fields, which provide habitat for more than 230 wildlife species. Sliger's growing audience is a reflection of the quality of rice farming TV, Morris told Chico News and Review via phone. The episodes are fun, entertaining, and teach people a lot about agriculture along the way. You don't have to be an expert on rice farming to really appreciate all he's doing, Morris said. Matthew has been a huge help in telling why rice matters, and that includes from your sushi roll to being a vital part of our environment. Sliger said he has received tremendous support from his channel and has lobbied for the rice industry in Washington, D.C., and participates in a rice leadership development program that allows him to travel, meet, and befriend fellow farmers and get exposed to the larger picture of the rice industry. Though Sliger is a third-generation rice farmer, he didn't always intend to pick up the family trade. One of his least favorite duties as a teen was shoveling the rice fields. He left the North State after high school, studying modern American literature at UC Santa Cruz, and then resettling abroad in Prague, where he ran a tourism company for 6 years. He didn't stay away from the farm too long, however. In 2012, he settled in Gridley with his wife Clara and raised a family. Now he harvests 1,600 acres of Calrose medium grain rice in West Biggs and Richville with his father George. He's been able to reflect on the benefits of the job: financial security, working outdoors, and providing a healthy lifestyle for his family. And with Rice Farming TV, the social connectivity and educational opportunities. Sliger's 3-year-old daughter Elena isn't quite old enough to spend much time in the fields, but she knows that when her dad goes off to work, he says hello to the frogs just for her. His childhood memories there weren't all laborious or shovel-related. Sliger recalled playing with the dog, looking in the junk pile and making swords out of scraps, and climbing on equipment like it was a jungle gym. He's looking forward to helping Elena create her own memories of farming as she grows up, and imparting the work ethic his father instilled within him. I valued the lifestyle that farming gave me as a kid, so I wanted to give that to the next generation as I was planning a family, he said. It's important to do the best you can do in every single task throughout the entire crop year, because all of that combined is going to help the end product, that being the best yield you can get. And wow, I love how she concluded that. That was just a wonderfully composed article. Asia, again, thank you. I'll link it down in the description if you all want to read it yourself. It's just so awesome to receive this recognition from a local periodical. So thank you to the Chico News and Review for running the story and supporting Rice Farming TV. Man, that was just a great retrospective. Back to present day, right? So we're waiting for the fields to dry out before we can start our tractors. Fields are super muddy still. Rain is on the forecast. Coming into the end of the first week of April. Again, we wanted to get started 1st of April. Beginning to start to think that if we want to hit that April 1st target date that we traditionally go for, I mean, it's not always on April 1st, but it's around there. If we're ever going to make that again, I just have a feeling it's going to be because it's a drought year and it's just not raining. And if it's a good rain year or a normal rain year, then it's going to be pushed back late into April just because these weather patterns have shifted later in the year. Just kind of pondering a bit here. But anyway, we are going to continue to read. We're going to continue to wait for the rice fields to dry out. I can't wait until we get these tractors started and I can actually make a tractor video for you all. Thanks to all of you who have been supporting me along this journey. And hey, yeah, we are getting close to 100 episodes, aren't we? Let's start thinking of a really good idea. No pressure. Thanks for watching, guys. Thumbs up. Hopefully next week there'll be a tractor video. Maybe we'll move the 7520 over to the deep well pump. At least that. Take care. Again, thumbs up.